Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back. Oh boy, I have a great garden to share with all of you. Let me introduce you to Beverly. Beverly, we're in Jackson, California,
Yes.
which is about an hour and a half away from Davis. And this property, you guys, this is heaven on earth. This is an incredible rose garden. How long have you been here?
9 years.
9 years in this property.
9 years in this property, yes.
What you've done is
Well, thank
incredible.
you.
How big is it?
Well, we have 16 acres altogether,
Okay.
but the gardens are spread out over 2.5 acres.
Okay.
So 2.5 acres are within the deer fence.
Okay. How tall is the fence?
It's about 7 feet tall.
And it does pretty good keeping
Oh,
them out?
yeah, no, it keeps Bambi out.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I hope you all can see. I'll grab the camera and show you guys a look. But the view behind us, you guys live on a hill, a mountain. How would you describe this?
We live on top of a ridge, on top of a hill,
Yeah.
I guess, and we have views of the valley and the hills below. We can look up to see some, on a really clear day, you can see some of the hills way up, headed towards Lake Tahoe.
Oh, really?
And then Jackson, Sutter Creek are off that way.
This is just inside her house. It's like a panoramic view. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you have lots of different plants here, right? This is you have Mystic Spires salvia, which is, we're just talking about what a fabulous plant that is. But I think I can honestly say you have the most roses that I've ever seen anybody have in one property.
I do know people that have more.
Do you?
Oh yeah, no, I have about 600 to 700, but who's counting?
So 600 to 700
and
roses.
It does change, but the thing that's different about my particular garden from others is that it's kind of designed all mass planting.
Yes.
So I have a lot of rose friends that have hundreds of roses or maybe thousands of roses, but often it's really a rose collection where they have many different varieties.
Yes, yeah.
And when we bought this property, I made the decision I wanted to concentrate on big mass plantings and use what was the most effective for this location.
I love it. I love it. So what got you into roses? Is it because your middle name's Rose?
No, and that really is my middle name.
Beverly Rose.
That's right. Now, I got into roses over 40 years ago when we bought our first house in the rose garden area of San Jose.
Oh, yeah.
And there were 2 roses planted by the side gate. And I went over to look at them. They were President Herbert Hoover, so it tells you how old they were.
Okay.
And they kind of clunked over dead. So I ran to the nursery and bought 2 new roses, which happened to be Olympiad, which was the rose of the year. And that really started my love affair with roses.
And that blossomed into 700 roses. Beverly, the view is incredible here. Do you just sit out here and stare?
Well, I will say that every day I am filled with gratitude to be surrounded by the beauty of nature.
I love that. I love that. And you really have treated nature really amazingly, because this is just incredible. I have to turn the camera over here. I'm trying to show everything because there's just so much to see. Where do we start? What do you start with when you show people around?
Well, why don't we go ahead and start over here, which is kind of an overlook.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, the garden has a lot of big swaths of color. And I do use a lot of iceberg because it's quite hot in this location. And iceberg really stands up to the heat.
It does.
And so, and it blooms consistently and everything. So here, when you're overlooking, we have views of some of the gardens below, the lower patio, the vineyard, and looking across the valley.
Oh my gosh.
And then the other side of the house with the pool and the chickens and that type of thing.
I just got to quickly show off the pool just because it's so beautiful, and what a perfect pool to have. Little infinity pool right here. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that incredible? This is amazing. And then vineyards, you said it's half table grapes, half...
Yeah, we have about 70 vines, and half are table grapes and half are wine grapes.
Wow.
I will confess we've never made wine. We have made jelly. And
That's
a lot
fun.
of years we just feed the birds.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds good. And I love the look of the grapevines. They're absolutely beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you.
Should we talk about you having daffodils at the same time?
Yeah, this is just it. Okay, now we're looking at the weeds. I see that.
No, nobody can notice the weeds.
But the thing is, when have we ever had daffodils still blooming and it's time to deadhead the roses? I mean, it's just been crazy. And so I'm still focused on winter cleanup,
Yeah.
and the roses have already bloomed.
I
So
know.
it's just been a wild spring. That's all I can
You know
say.
what? I've been complaining about this for weeks on my channel because this is so different. It's so weird. And it came up, the warmth came up, but then we're still having rains. So
That's
it's been
right.
so strange.
Well, we had a day where it was 70 degrees, and then the next day it snowed.
Yeah.
So we're just really having these weather extremes. And I think that we have to maybe reevaluate how we do our gardens,
Yeah.
because in the old days, we would plant a lot of companion plants before the roses would be blooming.
Right.
And now I haven't had time to plant companion plants
Right.
because the roses are already blooming. It's time to deadhead. But now we can go ahead and plant companion plants. So maybe
Once the roses are done. Yeah.
that's right. So, and we'll have an extra bloom cycle that we weren't expecting.
I know. I think it's going to be a very interesting year. And I just think it's so funny that you've been talking about that this whole time too, about what a weird year it's been for us. It's been really, really interesting.
Right. So I think you do kind of have to change some of your expectations on when things are going to bloom. My garden bloomed at its peak mid-April, and I was actually out of town on a trip because I thought it's never going to be blooming at that time.
Yeah, and we tried to come, Greg and I tried to come peak, right?
Right, and this is a couple weeks past peak.
Yeah. But it's still beautiful.
Well, thank you.
It's
I mean,
gorgeous.
one of the things when you have a mass display of roses, a mass planting of the same variety, that helps to cover up some of the flaws.
Yeah.
So if you just have one of this, one of this, one of this, then if it's kind of, if it has a few problems, maybe it has a touch of disease or it's past its prime, it's not as noticeable when you've got a whole bunch of the same thing.
You should see the view from my camera right now. It looks like heaven. It just looks amazing. You don't notice any bloom that's gone past its prime or anything like that.
Okay.
So it's really, really gorgeous.
So why don't we go ahead and go down?
Okay.
So this is really the our upper patio up in this area.
Beautiful.
And, outdoor kitchen. And then we come down to what we call the lower patio, and this area is a big white room. So it's surrounded with more iceberg and some Pope John Paul.
Oh my gosh, it's so incredible. I cannot get over this. This is gorgeous. So mostly iceberg. Where's the Pope John Paul?
Some of these other white hybrid teas.
Oh my goodness.
And there's also some old garden roses tucked in here, but they have finished blooming.
Wow. And then we have to introduce the barn cats, or
yes, we have a couple of barn cats.
And
hello, kitty.
They keep the gophers in check.
They keep the gophers in check, and this one likes to ride around on the golf cart with me.
Cute. Oh, that is so cute. I can imagine this area in twilight, right? Like at twilight.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. Well, we get the sunrise in the morning, and I'm an early riser. So every morning I look out the kitchen window, I see the sunrise coming up over the hills, which is wonderful. And then the sunset is on the other side. So
oh my gosh,
we have 360-degree views. And
you are so lucky.
And we do like that.
This is absolutely incredible.
So then coming down, and I have some of these lower white roses or white flower carpet, which are as an accent.
Okay.
And then we're going to come down into an area that we call the meadow because it originally was a meadow.
Was it?
And
which one is this on the arch? Is this the iceberg?
It's iceberg.
Isn't that
I
funny?
do have other roses beside iceberg.
But I love that you've planted iceberg because I think iceberg is so accessible, and for people who are scared.
Well, it is. And I will say regarding the mass plantings, the inspiration for some of that was given to me by a rose friend, Dan Buffano, who is a rose designer. He's designed Barbara Streisand's garden. He's done Oprah's garden.
Really?
He does huge mass plantings. But he will not plant iceberg because he says it's too common.
It's too below him.
It's too below him.
It's a parking lot plant.
Well, it is. And if you're in Southern California, you see it everywhere.
Yes.
But there's a reason why. If you live in a hot location, you want a rose like iceberg because it can take the heat. And as our summers are getting hotter, that's something important to think about.
I 100% agree.
So I do have more of that.
This is beautiful.
Now coming down here,
can you talk about why the iceberg's turning pink?
Yes, iceberg, when the weather is cold, and we just had a cold snap, and as it starts to age, turns pink. So this was perfectly white,
pure white,
2 weeks ago. And, you know, it's the old, you should have been here last
I know.
week.
I know, but it's still so beautiful.
You still can kind of get the idea, the big double arch.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So coming down here, we have two different zones. This over here is what I call the big pink bed.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
And these are all pink roses. So I have 10 of this shrub, this polyantha called Garden Director Otto Linné. And half of those came from my mother's garden.
Oh,
she was
I love
actually a gardener. And this is a very easy care shrub. In fact, most of the roses, virtually all of the roses I have planted in this garden are easy care.
Okay.
So it's again designed to look good from a distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mass plantings and easy care.
Yeah.
And I don't fuss over them. There were times in my life where I would go out and cover my roses with a plastic bag at night and disbud every day with a toothpick. I don't do that anymore. Now it's all about simply growing beautiful roses simply.
I love
because
it.
that's really what we want to do.
I relate to that so much more than the finicky type of stuff. Can you tell everybody how you prune all these roses? Because that's a lot of roses.
Well, how I prune is about 20 years ago, I started using a technique that I call pruning for maximum display. And it's simply just getting out your pruners and whacking them back.
Love it.
And then you take off your foliage.
I love it.
I had done some volunteer programs with the San Jose Municipal Rose Garden. There was a group I co-founded of volunteers. And we just had the volunteers cut all the roses back at the same height.
Interesting.
And take the foliage off. And the garden was fantastic.
Isn't that funny?
And now there were many, many years I taught pruning classes where you cut at the outside bud eye, 45-degree angle, cover it with some glue at the end.
Yep.
Well, it's just not necessary.
Right.
I mean, roses have been on Earth for 35 million years.
Yeah.
And they've done pretty well without us.
Yeah.
So we don't need to make it so complicated. Let's instead spend our time and energy on enjoying our roses, sharing them with others, and not get hung up on some of this persnickety stuff that we don't really need to do.
Right. Plus, the whole goal is to have more blooms in your life, more nature in your life. How many people are choosing not to plant roses because they've heard of how finicky they can be?
Exactly.
Right?
And if they are, when really they can be very easy. So what I've really been trying to do, the last number of years, is just letting people know, if you want to go ahead and do old traditional style pruning, fine. But instead, I suggest you prune a lot higher. So you have maximum bloom, because the higher you prune, the more blooms you have. And the faster repeat you have. So
interesting.
Yes, so just go ahead and leave more on. You do want to take the foliage off in the winter. But otherwise, don't sweat it. Do you know you can even prune with electric hedge trimmers?
No.
Yes. So make it easy at pruning time. That's why I'm able to prune. That would make for quite a video. I know. Absolutely.
That would be so funny.
That's why you can
but that's how you have 700 beautiful roses, and they're absolutely stunning.
That's right. In fact, looking around, you wouldn't realize that I pruned with some of the easy care methods that I do.
Right. I would never, and that was one of my questions was, Beverly, how do you prune all these roses?
No, just very quickly.
Yeah. So that
very
makes
quickly.
Way more sense.
So down here, these are all hybrid teas.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Now, some of these really did get damaged by the rain, and I'm very embarrassed about that.
Don't be embarrassed. I told Beverly, and you guys can back me up in the comments section, you are judging your garden way more than any of us are. We're looking at it like, this is amazing. This is gorgeous. So beautiful. But of course,
I'm like this.
You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. No,
yeah, I am. So, but this is Pope John Paul II, which the reason I have this ringing the bed of hybrid teas is it carries on the white theme.
Oh, yes.
It's an extremely fragrant rose.
Oh my gosh.
And it has a very fast repeat, and it blooms a lot. Now, its only negative is that it doesn't like to get wet.
Yes. So the 2 inches of rain you had the other day
did not help.
Didn't help it too much.
It did not help. But otherwise, these are all
Oh,
different hybrid teas.
look at this.
Similar
Look
color
at this
codes.
view. Look at this gorgeous view. I just can't get over this. This is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the mass planting aspect of how you garden, because
Yeah.
a lot of us have seen rose gardens. You're right. Like, even I went to the Huntington rose garden.
The Huntington,
which is
yes.
beautiful, but it's a lot of one single rose right next to each other, right?
Right.
This is really...
Well, and that's because it's a collection, and I'm good friends with Tom Caruth, who's the curator of the Huntington.
Yeah.
And
I would love to meet him one day.
He's a great guy.
I would love to meet him.
Great guy. And that is a collection, though. So they have one of each.
Yeah.
And this is not. This is
a garden.
This is really a garden. It's really so you have the mass display.
Oh, it's just so
kind
beautiful.
of a thing. And so that it's relaxed. And again, as I said, it's designed to look at from a distance, because we have the sweeping views here. We want to just be able to look out. The other thing about having mass plantings of similar colors or colors that blend is that it's very relaxing.
Yes.
It's very peaceful.
Yes.
As opposed to, all of this.
Yeah.
In fact, some people call, if you have a whole bunch of different colors in the garden, they call it confetti.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Confetti, that sounds like a party. But this tends to be, as you see here, a little bit more.
It's very impactful.
Yes.
I feel, like the pink, and then we'll show the red garden in a sec.
Yeah.
It's very, very impactful. It's gorgeous. So
yeah,
let's
so
talk
it
about...
it doesn't mean practicing some restraint.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can't just have everything.
Right.
But
that comes with time, right? Because I don't have any restraint in my garden. I'll get it eventually, I'm sure.
Oh,
but...
trust me, I have grown thousands of roses over the years.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, it's constantly.
You can't help it. Yeah.
Now, what are these? I mean,
those are marguerites. That's actually Lolly's marshmallows.
Wow, these are beautiful. These are so gorgeous. And then the Mystic Spires blue.
Right.
Can't get over
this
that.
is Pinky, which is a climbing rose, and some other salvias, miniatures, yarrow.
This is just absolutely incredible. Really, really gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
So we're up in front of the house now, and this is your red.
Off to the side, this is the red bed, and these are all red hybrid teas.
Wow.
And what's here in front?
Oh, this is Olympiad.
Yeah, this is Olympiad. This is the rose that started.
Oh, it started it all.
My love affair with roses.
Oh, Beverly, that is really cute.
And I like Olympiad still. Well, first of all, my favorite rose is a rose that I have sentiment to. And I think that's what most people, they have a connection to a rose.
Yeah.
So this was the first rose I ever grew.
So is this your favorite, or do you have another favorite?
Well, this is my sentimental favorite.
Yes.
So
cute. I love that.
It holds its color. It has nice sturdy stems. Now, it doesn't have any fragrance.
Okay.
But that's okay because I'm allergic to rose fragrance.
No.
Yes.
What?
That's right. Now,
excuse me?
What?
I do. You're so funny.
do grow fragrant roses because everybody wants to come and smell a rose.
And it does smell amazing.
Like this rose that's sticking out here, it's like, please smell me. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
This is Mr. Lincoln, so that's fragrant.
Oh, that smells so good.
And I do have other fragrant roses, but I'm not someone who goes up to a rose and sniffs it.
Aren't you funny? That is the funniest thing you've said to me today. Okay. I have a question. Do you think iceberg is fragrant?
No.
Really?
But then, in all fairness, I don't go around sniffing my roses.
I think iceberg smells so good, and everyone's like, it doesn't have a fragrance.
Okay,
I'm like,
well,
it smells so good.
Well, you do know that everyone smells fragrance a little bit different.
Yes.
And some people can pick up certain tones.
Yes.
Fragrance also depends on the weather.
Yes. Yes.
And so there's a lot of factors into time of day.
Right.
All kinds of things, whether a rose is fragrant or not.
There are other plants that people talk about their smell, and I can't smell it at all.
Well, there you go.
And then the iceberg rose, people are like, oh, there's no scent to it. And I'm going, what are you talking about? I smell all of your icebergs, and they smell delicious. They smell amazing. This is really, really beautiful.
This is one of my other favorite red. Ooh, they're not looking too good. Always and Forever.
But from back here, they look gorgeous.
From back there, they look great.
They look amazing.
It's like that line out of Tootsie. Do you know that movie? You have to back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they look gorgeous, and especially with the view in the background, they look absolutely gorgeous.
But one of the things I want to mention is that when you're picking out a rose, like this is see how disease resistant that is, as opposed to this up front?
Yep.
That Always and Forever, see, it has very glossy foliage. And a rose that has shiny foliage is more disease resistant than a rose that is matte. See how that's got beginning of mildew?
Yeah.
because a shiny leaf can ward off the disease spores. They can't embed as well.
Okay.
So if you're picking out a rose and you want something to be more easy care, look at the leaf and see if it's shiny or not. Like this is Firefighter. See how shiny that is?
Yeah.
And that's very healthy.
That's really interesting because I have one of my favorite roses is Gertrude Jekyll.
Oh,
climbing
yes.
rose,
Yeah.
but that one gets powdery mildew all
Very
the time.
easy. That's very prone for powdery mildew.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't feel so bad.
No, and also roses that are more fragrant sometimes share the disease gene. So they can pick up disease more than others. But generally, the hybridizers for the past 20 years have been working much more on disease-resistant roses, and that's really what they've been coming out with. And so there have been a lot of fragrant roses that are disease-resistant.
That they've been able to have both those characteristics. Yes. Interesting. So there's your front gate right there, and when you drive in...
So when you drive in, it's lined with about 40 bushes of Julia Child, which is the buttery yellow rose.
Gorgeous.
And it's just finishing up.
Yeah.
And
these look good. These look like they're still going strong.
Yeah, so they're this is a fantastic rose for growing in mass. It does have a fragrance, and I don't know, did you know this is the only thing that was named that Julia Child gave her name to?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yes.
Do you know why?
Well, she just was very particular. There are no Julia Child pots and pans, no Julia Child knives, but 3 months before she died, she gave the permission to this rose, which was hybridized by my friend Tom Caruth. And she did pick it out, and she agreed to have this rose named after her, which of course it is buttery yellow.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
So my husband is a huge fan of Julia, so we have this lined along the driveway so he can look out his office and see all the Julia Child roses.
So he's a fan of Julia Child as a cook or Julia Child the rose?
Both.
I love it.
So it's his favorite rose.
I love it.
So then besides the Julia, we have more iceberg tree roses.
But and the standards.
Yes. And then they are underplanted with 2 different varieties of flower carpet, which is pretty much a plant and forget about rose.
Right.
And so typically when the Julias and the iceberg are finishing up, then these flower carpets come into bloom. So then we continue to have color all the time. They just have a different bloom cycle.
Yeah. Do you have to defoliate carpet roses?
I don't.
Love it. Love it. Because that I never know.
No, to try to pick off all those little leaves.
Right? Because they're so tiny.
Forget about it.
And I'm like, how are you supposed, look at how many leaves.
No, you just chop them back.
Okay.
And just chop them back. So then this area is the vintage garden, and these are all old garden roses. And
these are
old garden roses are roses that have been around with antique heirlooms, some of them hundreds, some of them. The oldest rose I have in my garden is a rose variety that George Washington grew.
Isn't that amazing?
So that's from about 1750. But
can you show us that one?
Yes, I will.
Is it blooming right now?
There's a few blooms left.
Okay.
But old garden roses come in all different types of sizes and shapes. Like this is Paul Neyron from 1869. These are great big cabbagey roses, also quite fragrant.
Wow.
Big sturdy stems. Wow. There are things like this ballerina.
Gorgeous.
That is a polyantha that blooms in big sprays.
Look at how many pollinators are on this one.
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, lots of pollinators. Definitely.
Which one is that back there? Cecile?
Okay, that is Cecile Brunner. Now, Cecile Brunner comes in 2 different varieties. There's the big climbing version, which I have quite a few of.
Yeah.
But there's also a strain of it which is supposed to be compact, 2 to 3 feet.
Okay.
So I bought this one, and it's supposed to be the compact version, 2 to 3 feet. Does that look like it's 2 to 3 feet?
That's totally compact. Try 10 to 12 feet.
I don't think so. So I'm going to have to find another location for it.
Oh, how funny. Oh, that's amazing.
This is Old Blush, which is from 1751. George Washington had it in his rose.
Oh, so this is the George Washington one.
Right. Now, this rose on its own is not spectacular. Like, if you just look at that bloom, it's not. But when it's in bloom, it's solid, covered in pink, and it's virtually no care.
Wow.
So this is a rose that is really designed to be what I would call a specimen planting.
Okay.
That you're looking at in the yard. It's providing a lot of color, but you're never going to cut that and put it in a vase.
Right.
So
Yeah.
again, where you might cut this one that we just looked at and put in a vase.
Absolutely.
And roses do come in all colors except for true blue and black. This is the green rose from China.
Amazing? I had never heard of this. I had never seen it. This is so interesting to me. I cannot believe it's a green rose.
It's a green rose. Yes.
That's amazing.
Could be interesting in arrangements.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is one of my favorite old garden roses,
Ooh.
Excellence von Schubert from 1909. It's a polyantha.
It's gorgeous.
And it blooms in these big sprays. But you know what? When this isn't in bloom, I still love it because look at these round little buds.
Yeah.
They're like little happy buds.
Yes.
Look at how round they are. Isn't that
so
cute?
Interesting.
Yeah, so I just love that.
And say this again, Excellent.
Excellence von Schubert.
I do love that you label everything. I think that that's great.
Yeah, see those cute little round buds?
They're so
round
cute.
little fat happy buds.
I love that. I have to show your espalier on the side of the house because it's stunning. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. And these are icebergs.
Yes.
You have to say iceberg has got to be one of your favorite roses.
Well, again, it's because of the heat.
Yeah.
But then some of these look like iceberg, but they're not. This is actually white flower carpet. And the reason it's planted here is so that there's a staggered height. I have them around the edge, but you see how those blooms look a lot like it?
Yeah.
So it all kind of blends together.
Yeah.
And then I have a few other small plants like bolero, which is very fragrant.
Oh,
see, I do grow some fragrant roses.
Very nice. Very nice.
This is the rustic side of the house.
Okay.
So this is where we have our chickens. This is where I have different things in pots that I'm growing
Your veggie
out.
garden. We'll show off your veggie garden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quote, veggie garden.
Right.
But let me show off these Sally Homes because this is so incredible. I am obsessed with this. So these were just manzanitas that were here?
These were manzanitas that had died.
Oh my gosh.
And I know that living where I live, well, first of all, I should say my particular ecological zone is high chaparral.
Okay.
And so manzanita is a native plant. Now, I know a lot of people that kind of feel death to manzanitas and they want to take them out, but they really are a beautiful plant.
Yeah.
And so we have removed quite a few because of fire concerns, but we have left others. And these, I think they're very artistic.
I love this. I absolutely love this, Beverly. To me, this is absolutely stunning and so interesting.
So it's kind of making use of what you have.
Yes.
Right.
And it shows your creativity.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even more back here.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Look at her chickens.
Yeah, so we have about 40 chickens altogether. Wow. These are our decorative chickens, which are silkies and Polish chickens.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
And let me see. Oh, here we go. This is a silky.
Oh my
and you see, they look like little puffballs.
They're so cute. Hi. Hi, you're so cute. And so I was telling Beverly that I had silkies and they didn't make it. And you made me feel better telling me.
No, they're very delicate.
They're hard. They're hard chickens.
And these are Polish, and Polish chickens have these big pom-poms hats. I think they look like Audrey Hepburn.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Don't you? Okay.
I could see that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny. So this is west, right?
Yes, so we have sunrise in that direction. We have sunset over here. And so along this edge of the big coop, I have planted Good as Gold, which is a great rose. And I've planted it all here because when the sunset is in that direction, this very much matches and blends the color of the sunset.
Isn't that beautiful?
And it's a great, very easy care rose. I mean, these are just planted. They just do their own thing.
Oh my gosh!
And they look
like fake. You know, they're so perfect. They look fake, and I can imagine with the sunset. I bet your sunsets are stunning.
Yeah, so they are nice, and the chickens like this rose. So I do give them these petals.
Oh,
on
I didn't know
occasion.
you could give chickens rose petals.
Yeah, so they like.
So
them.
these are
our big girls.
Big girls.
So we have about.
Oh, you don't want to come out. Oh,
we have about 20 over here.
Wow.
And many different varieties. Some exotics like the ayam sayami.
Oh yeah. Tell us about that one.
It's from Indonesia. It's all black, It has even a black comb, black beak, black legs, and apparently its internal organs are also black.
I was telling Beverly, I watched a whole documentary about these black chickens and how fancy they are, how expensive they are.
Oh, yeah.
and how rare they are.
Yeah, they are rare.
And then apparently there's something about if you eat the eggs, it's like a fertility thing for...
Now you tell me.
Yeah, right?
I better tell my husband.
Yeah, so young couples in the Philippines or something like that will eat the eggs of those chickens, and it's supposed to help them.
Okay.
So
well, as far as our eggs,
grandkids
yeah, no, we do eat a lot of eggs, but primarily we donate all of our eggs to the local food bank.
You do? Oh,
yeah, we do.
Gosh, you're so...
That gives me a good excuse for having lots of chickens.
Yes. Plus, they're so cute.
Yeah.
And they're so fun to have around.
Yeah, they're fun.
Oh my gosh, you girls. Look at you. You're doing good.
Yeah, keep it up.
All right, last but not least, can we see your vegetable garden?
Yes, this is the vegetable garden.
This is why we keep laughing about it, because this is Beverly's vegetable garden.
I don't have any vegetables growing in it. I have grown vegetables in the past.
I love how the roses have taken over
yes.
all the area for the vegetables, and now there's roses.
That's right.
So why are these roses here? Why are they
Well, they're here because there's a lot of roses that I'm growing out because, for example, this rose here, which is pretty rare, Gay Vista.
Gay Vista.
It's from 1956. It's a poly. It's not in commerce, so you can't really buy it anywhere.
Okay.
And I got a small cutting of it from a rose friend.
Wow.
And so I've been growing it out. And that's what this bed is. Plus I have roses that I grow out and some I propagate that I use for the local Rose Society as fundraisers.
I love that.
But a lot of times they're roses that, you want to have,
yeah.
but you don't really have a spot for.
Yeah.
Like this particular rose, C, which is a micro miniature, it's considered the world's smallest rose.
Isn't that incredible?
And so it's kind of...
Rosebud?
That's the rosebud.
Oh my gosh, that's the rosebud. Oh my goodness, that is the coolest thing. I can't even focus on it. There we go. That's the rosebud.
That's the rosebud.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's kind of fun to have a place, there's certain roses that I like to grow out to, or to have on hand to show people or to enjoy.
Yeah.
Plus, the vegetable garden also has my miniature roses
how fun.
in here as well.
Oh, you are a rose nerd, that's for sure. Tell me about your 7 dwarves.
These are there was a series back in the 50s called the 7 Dwarfs, which are polyanthas, and they're sneezy, happy, grumpy, here's Sleepy.
Oh, here's Snow White.
Snow White.
Oh, interesting.
This was supposed to be Dopey, but the Dopey looks a lot like Happy, so to tell you the truth, I'm a little grumpy over that.
Ba-bum.
I know. So, but again, that's part of when you're exchanging cuttings and you're growing things out.
Yeah.
And even roses that you buy commercially, sometimes the labels get mixed up.
Yeah, well, your Cecile Brunner, that's all big. Yeah.
It was
you can't control nature. It's hard to control nature.
Right.
So it makes it really interesting.
And so that's what this area is. But, miniature roses also are a nice thing that anybody can grow, especially if you have limited space.
Yeah,
They're great for a container on a patio. And, doesn't that make a cute litute bouquet for your table?
It's so cute. It is so cute. I just love that this is when she walked me around first, she introduced it as her rose garden. And I just was, her vegetable garden.
Yes.
And I was cracking up. So anyway, Beverly, I just want to say a huge thank you. What a lovely, lovely property you have. Lovely place. And you are obviously a complete plant nerd, which is why I love you. But you know so much about this type of stuff. It's so interesting. So,
well, thank you very much. And thank you for coming.
Yes, a huge thank you for having us. I hope you all enjoyed this. And I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.
Okay. Bye.